But in the meantime, sorry to disappoint you, Robert. I was not going to play the Jah Cure on that rhythm. So,
Oh,
I purposely played almost everybody in that rhythm except the Jah Cure. So
is that what we're doing? Oh boy, you you started trouble last week with that.
So big up to Robert. But Robert doesn't actually want me to play the any Jah Cure.
So did you do like other DJs and like literally delete all of his songs? Like a lot of DJs were doing that, like online and showing the video of them actually deleting all of his music.
No, I didn't physically delete anything.
But you're just not gonna play his music?
I'm not gonna because I know people personally that have done that. There are people personally at the station have done that. So I don't want to talk bad about that. But I understand the symbolism in actually deleting Jah Cure from your computer. However, you could just not play Jah Cure. So it's like,
but you know, I mean, deleting means it's never gonna come up
right
at any time.
But I mean, you're not gonna play him by accident. Because you can see, you know, when you're deleting his songs, you see his name on the song. So all you got to do, and see, the thing is, you know, even with that, there's a soca song that Jah Cure, a very popular soca song that Jah Cure is featured in. So I want to see. I mean, I'm not going to talk about that song specifically right now, but I want to see how long this boycott goes on, because there is a very popular. It's not a recent soca song, but those that know what I'm talking about. There's a very popular soca song that features. I mean, it's not his song, but he's featured in the song. Right. So I want to see how far.
So are you personally not going to play him, or you're just kind of laying low for right now to see how everything's going to turn out?
Yeah, continuing from last week. Like, I'm just seeing how everything plays out. You know,
because you know he did not formally
apologize. Right. It could be mentioned that it was an apology, but it wasn't his.
No.
It was his camp.
Yeah. He took it back. He's like, I'm not apologizing. Okay, well then you're gonna stay right there. Nobody's gonna play your music.
Yeah. So
it's a respect thing.
That's how it look. It's more on that level. Like,
it's a respect thing, because I even feel like I bought his CD when his CD came. I spent my money. I bought his CD.
Yeah.
And for you to say that, come on now.
But he's not talking about the consumer though.
It doesn't matter. You're still kind of disrespecting us too, because we buy your music. In a way, he's not talking about the consumer, no, but still, you feel like I supported you, and now all of a sudden, because you're rich, okay, well, all right.
Yeah, and I think that's the main part about it, because just the average fan doesn't want to hear anything from Jah Cure right about now, and it's not really just specifically what he said. It was the whole speech about him being rich.
If he had left that out of it, I would have been okay with you just saying you want the DJs to have their money and have a good price. That's understandable, because, you know, whatever your price is, it's your price. Right. But for you to say you're rich, that means you don't need anybody. You don't ever need to do a show again. Means you're good. So I shouldn't see you in any shows. I shouldn't see you performing anywhere, because you're good, because you're rich. Rich means that's it. You're good. So.
Yeah, and I think that's what
if he left that
angered the fans.
If he left that out, people would be fine.
Well, the DJs and promoters would still be upset, but the fans would be okay. But like you said, the fact that he was flaunting his riches. Yeah. You know, in hip hop culture, hip hop artists flaunt their culture, and the consumer still buys it. It seems like in Caribbean culture, you could talk about you being rich, but you can't push it in the face of your fans, because then your fans feel disrespected. And I think that's what happened with him.
I think the fans feel disrespected because, you know, it's sad to say, but a lot of these countries, there's a lot of poverty. And a lot of times that people feel like when they do have the money, they spend it to go to see you on stage shows. So they spend whatever little money they have. So for you to say that, it's like a disrespect. Yeah, like you're taking their money and throwing it back in their face, saying, I'm rich, I'm this and that, I'm living large. And, you know, Caribbean culture tends not to no. I mean, you can flaunt it, but when you start saying it, it's like, oh, okay.
Right. Yeah, like you can make a song about it.
Yeah, but once you start flaunting, no.
Yeah, because like I said, hip hop culture is based totally on.
Yeah, how many gold chains and what kind of car and what brand names you're wearing. Yeah, but that's just, like you said, that's just the hip hop, or you could say quote unquote American culture. I guess it's just different. But in the Caribbean, no, you can't go around saying that, and people in your country are hungry. No, literally, people in your country are hungry, and other Caribbean are hungry, are trying to rebuild, and you're talking about you're rich. So what are you doing for your community?
And it's, and you know, with an artist, like a Caribbean artist, usually they're accessible. Right. So like a hip hop artist you may never see in your life. unless you go to a concert or something like that. Caribbean artists, you depend on the island that you're from. You may run into them, so you don't need that type of person flaunting that in front of you all the time. Right. So it's like basically like a disconnect. So
yeah, I think if he had left that whole rich part out of it, everybody would be fine. But when you're flaunting that you're rich, okay, well then if you're rich, you're good then.
The Gallery every Tuesday. Miss Stacy, Nicole Renee, and Badman Benny.